the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now
Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. We are at ADS, getting loaded up, going to Missoula. Sounds like we're getting a whole bunch of that small 8-inch stuff and a couple odds and ends. Not really sure, but I'll let you see what it looks like when it's all loaded up. Let's get to it. Alright guys, we are loaded up. Ended up getting a pretty easy load. They tried loading me with water pipe, you know, that thick 2-inch water line. There were just 3 loose rolls of like 100 foot each, and you know, they didn't have any good suggestions on how to put it on here and secure it, and they're asking me if I have any ideas. And listen guys, I am not the expert. Even though I had some ideas, hey, if I don't have to take a sketchy piece on my load, I ain't taking it. So they gave me a cop-out, I took it. And at the end of the day, it's not really a cop-out, it's about safety. I mean, these guys really do take safety very seriously. They got metal bands, and then they got string around the middle. I mean, they really do go above and beyond to try to make sure that our loads that we're moving are safe. But yep, just taking a walk around, checking everything out, as I just left like the loading yard. It was a little bumpy, which is a good thing. You know, if your load's gonna shift, it'll start shifting. So I'm gonna check it out, make sure everything's good. There's 3 little spare pieces up here, but they did bind it with the metal bands to the rest of the pallet, so it's good. Only hanging off the edge 6 inches or so, but all right, let's hit the road. All right, good morning guys. We are 6 hours away from our drop. The time difference is an hour ahead in mountain time, so we should be getting there by 1:30, and they stop receiving at 3, so we should have enough time for any inspections, fuel stops, all that jazz. I just wanted to say, you know, the sun's right behind that cloud. No, we must be on a flat earth, because the sun isn't huge. The sun is the same size as the moon, is what it's looking like here. Because how could a cloud block the sun? Just saying. Alright guys, we made it. Looks like some dark clouds rolling in, and it's raining right there, so hopefully we can get this offloaded fairly quickly before the rain comes. Possibly lightning and thunder, you know. That would be no fun, but big warehouse facility out here. And one of the interesting things was on the main highway here, just 2 miles down the road, those 10 or 12 state patrol officers and 1 car in the middle cables, like they pit maneuvered them. Must have been running, because I've never seen 10 state patrol officers show up onto a car accident so fast. So sounds like there's been some crazy stuff happening around here in Missoula the past couple weeks. Apparently somebody was shooting at the sheriffs and right on the highway, and then the sheriff started shooting at him and then he gave up. So a little western out here, but just don't break the law. So yeah, I got everything laid out, got the lube out and the 2 bundles of 90s for this pipe so I don't forget. And then I got 2 straps here left. This top pallet though is sitting on top of them and it's not moving, so I gotta wait till he takes that off. Then I can throw those down, roll those up, and I'll be ready to go. And the beautiful thing about this location is just a mile down the road, Loves and Flying J and a TA. And I haven't really found that parking is an issue here in Missoula. And hopefully we can get a load out of here tomorrow. Missoula does have quite some infrastructure, and I have picked up a few loads out of Missoula. So hopefully we can get this done and get some work for tomorrow. Stay tuned. All right guys, while I'm waiting for the forklift driver to offload, wanted to let you know we went 541 miles, average 8.6 miles per gallon. I paid $1,400, so it was $2.58. So it was a good load, and hopefully we can continue that trend. But it's starting to rain, so I'm sitting in the truck, and the forklift driver pulled up, tried to do something, and then took off. So not really sure what's going on. All right guys, we are deadheading back to Spokane area, picking up something from United Rentals, doing a branch transfer to another United Rentals, heading in the direction of home. Doesn't pay a whole lot, but it's a short distance. The pay per mile's good. And today's Thursday, so it's coming up on Friday, and there's just nothing in a 300-400 mile radius that is paying good, worth taking, so might as well take this heading back home. You know, essentially pay for fuel and whatnot. I mean, it's not a bad paying load, it's a good paying load, but rather do that than sit around in kind of a slow area for 4 days doing nothing. Rather be on the road moving, be home, and get paid for it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll catch you when we get there. All right, just got to Moses Lake. We deadheaded 295 miles, average 13.4 miles per gallon, towing a 40-foot flatbed that weighs 10,000 pounds. And just wanted to show you, cost us $127. Fuel is $5.46. So a little bit of a cost of doing business. All right guys, we're loaded up. Got a new chain technique. Strap over the basket here because it's hydraulic, moves around a lot. It's easier to just strap it. Everything else has chains. We did take the key out so it doesn't vibrate out. The new technique is hook it here, hook it there, use the slack in the middle of your chain. It's actually easier to hook it because you're not pulling as much chain weight to create the tension to get it started. And you just take the extra and leave it around your handle, and that will keep your handle from vibrating and keep it in a down position. So, yep, big piece of equipment. Definitely heavier in the back than it is the front. We did push it all the way forward, essentially, to try to get as much tongue weight as possible. Another thing that they mentioned is that they've had a lot of issues with these mega ramps and these trailers, where when they're driving up, it actually will pick up the front of the truck. But I think we did not experience that at all with this setup. This trailer weighs 10,000 pounds. It's 40 feet long and has 1,000 pounds of payload on the rear axle of the trailer. So I think the length of it and the weight of it definitely helps keep it from pitching up and having the truck roll away and stuff. It's not a good experience if you've ever had it happen to you. It's kind of scary. But yeah, just doing our final walk around, checking out the equipment. Everything's looking good, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the road. All right guys, we're in East Wenatchee here, dropping off, and just 18 miles away from here there was a DOT weigh station, and we got a full inspection and we did pass. one thing that he did differently, he had me test my emergency breakaway system on my trailer, which I've done before, but he had me test the emergency brakes on my truck. I haven't done that before. That was weird. But I have a safety score of 1, and it's 1 through 100. 1 is best, 100 is the worst, and he was just thinking, there's no way this guy's got a perfect safety score, but we do. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing offloaded and head home for the weekend. I would turn the idle all the way down.
I didn't realize it was loaded backwards.
Oh, yeah. So the controls are confusing. Alright guys, well before I started recording, the boom was loaded on backwards, and so when he was using the controls he rammed right into the back of this, broke the solar panel. The solar panel is pretty cheap, so I'm gonna cut that off, cut the wire, and order a new one on Amazon. Alright guys, told you it was a short trip, 69 miles, average 7.7 miles per gallon. I paid $400. It was $5.79 a mile. So, it wasn't a great paying load. It wasn't the 500 minimum, but it was definitely worth it. It was not very far out of the way of heading home, and gets me close to that $2,000 a week. So, that's the goal. We're doing good. We got a 4-hour drive home, and we'll see you next week. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this truck right here is shaking like crazy. How does he stay DOT legal, but I get pulled in for inspections? That's insane. This guy's rocking.